Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, a content creator in Cape Town, South Africa. Of course, I'm a Cameroonian. Sorry guys, my voice is not really good because I've had flu and I've been coughing throughout, but it's getting better now. So as I said, my name is Stephanie. I'm a content creator, a Cameroonian content creator based in Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm a student, of course. So guys, as you saw from the thumbnail, I'm here to give you a live update. Not really a good one. Yeah, so my heart is heavy just wanting to talk about this, but I have to so that I can move on. So I lost my mom. That is last month on the 10th of February at 10 p.m. My mom passed on to glory, and she has been sick for a while. I remember in October she texted me and said she was not really feeling fine. Then I don't know, she went to the hospital, some tests were done, everything was done. She was fine because she came out, we talked, and she's like, no, it's okay, I'm fine. I did some scans and tests and they saw nothing, so don't worry, I am fine. I took it for her word. So she was sick of pneumonia, the coughing and lung infection, something like that. So our hospitals, they are so bad. God, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry to be talking like this. I'm not really in the mood. I'm trying to move on. That's why I'm doing this video. I'm sure my mom would have loved me to continue posting videos on YouTube, but I have to take up time to mourn my mom, who, I can't believe I'm talking about my mom in the past tense, guys. It's so hard. I had so many plans for my mother. Like, I had a lot of plans. This year she was supposed to turn 50, and I had planned on what I would do. It's so hard. It's so hard, guys. It's so hard, I'm sorry I have to cut this story long short. I want to tell you bro, a little bit how I grew up with my mom. So my mom and I am the only child, and she's the only parent I got. My father rejected me when I was still very young. So growing up, it's only my mom that I had as my father. She's the only person that has been there for me, even though our relationship was not perfect. Children and their parents, adolescents, you tend to hate your parents, but I never really hated my mom that way. It's just that as a child, you tend to argue with your mom, and you even feel like, why did God even give you as my mother? But guys, at the end of the day, all what she did, I'm seeing that it was for my good, because I can say that I made her proud, because my mom saw me get married. She saw my child. I lived a decent life. I was not out there. I can tell you that I don't even know what a club looks like, all thanks to my mom, and I'm grateful for the lady she raised me to be. I am just so grateful. My mom was the only parent I had. Even though my father was there, but he rejected me because I chose to go with my mom. This is because, I think I will say the story some other time. My father got married to another woman, and the maltreatment was something else. So people told my mother about it, and she had to come for me. So when she came to take me, my father was so angry, and he rejected me. He tore my birth certificate. My mom had to go and remake another birth certificate. So he rejected me, and from that time it has just been my mom and I don't have juniors. I don't have a senior. I'm an only child, and my mom was my only world, and now she's gone. Guys, the reason why I'm crying is because my mom has sent me through school just at the time when things are about to get better. She left me Like, she has struggled for me. Like, she has really struggled for me to see that I become a successful and responsible child. Just when things were getting better, she just left just like that. So the day she passed on, my auntie told me it was on a Thursday. I was so heartbroken. I remember asking a lot of questions to God. I asked him, why so soon? I had plans for my mom, and in all those plans, to plan her burial was not one of the things I had planned for her. Her 50th birthday this year, I had planned that I would celebrate it. I had planned to move her into a better place. I had made so many plans for my mom. Just for it to end up like this. So I don't know whether life is fair, or is it that God deliberately allowed it to happen. I don't know. But I would like to tell you that God shows you signs when you're about to lose a loved one. So since last year, when she fell sick, when she told me that she's in the hospital and she's very sick, I had this very bad feeling in me. My heart was restless. From that time, I started having anxiety. I was just restless. My spirit was not calm. You know, when your spirit can smell danger, your spirit will tell you that something is about to happen. That is exactly what happened. And from that time, I remember I would pray for my mother. I would fast, and it was so heavy, like I could feel it. I remember even waking up and telling God that I know there is something bad that is about to happen, but God, I just want to tell you that I am not yet ready for this. Please spare it. I don't know what is about to happen, but I can feel that it's not good. But the days passed, so the week where she just fell sick, because I can tell you that the day my mom fell sick, she went to school because she's a teacher. She teaches computer sciences. I called her during the day. She was in school with the students. She picked the call. I greeted her, and then she showed me the students that she's in class. When she gets home, we are going to talk. I said, okay. I dropped the call. So she got home and she called me and she asked to talk to Lisa. I picked the call. We greeted. She was so happy and jovial. I don't even know what happened. She was so happy and jovial. Guys, I'm sorry, my voice is so bad. She was so happy to greet Lisa, and then that was it. Just for me to wake up in the morning, I see a message from my cousin that they did not sleep at night, that my mother has been in pains. I don't even know where it came from. I don't know. I cannot explain. That my mother has been in pains. They did not sleep at night, and he was writing exams. So she texted me and said she wants to go to the village. That because there's a very good hospital there in my village, Shishan Hospital. They really treat people there very well. So she's like, since she went to the hospital the first time and nothing was discovered, it's good for her to go to this hospital there in the village. I tried convincing her to go to the nearest hospital so that they can make her feel better before she can travel, because the distance is so long. My mother was only insisting to go. At the end of the day, my cousin had to suspend his exam he was writing to travel her to the village. So when they traveled, I called her the next day. I called her, the same day at night, because they traveled at night. I called her and she picked the phone. She was just coughing. She said she cannot talk. When my cousin will come, he will get back to me. And since she was coughing and she really seemed tired on the phone, I'm like, okay, let me allow you to rest. That was the last time I talked with my mom. That was the last time I heard my mother's voice. My cousin came back and called me. He's like, no, she's sleeping. I shouldn't bother. He went to look for food that they can eat. So the next day I tried calling and calling and calling. They had traveled. They arrived in the hospital and immediately she was put in oxygen. They said that her oxygen saturation was very, very low. This is so hard. I can't believe I'm talking about my mom in the past tense. They say that her oxygen saturation is very, very low, and that's why they put her in oxygen. She was not eating. There was no food in her system. They even asked her to pass out urine so that they can go to the lab and do some tests. They took her immediately and did some tests on her. And I can tell you that the hospitals in Yaoundé are shitty hospitals. I'm sorry for my language, but those hospitals are a mess. What they did not discover was that my mother's lungs were already finished. If they had discovered it earlier, the first time she went, maybe something would have been done. So they went. Throughout the day I was trying to call and nobody was speaking. They were all busy going up and down trying to see how they can stabilize her. So finally, the next day, on the Thursday, I called my cousin just to find out how the situation is going. He said, no, everything is fine. That ever since they came, my mom slept so well. I was even relieved. I'm like, finally, God is answering my prayers. Because I can assure you that from that that week when it started, when I felt that something really bad was approaching, I started praying and I was fasting. God knows I prayed and I fasted. I prayed so hard. It's as if I knew that my mom would die. I prayed so hard and I asked God not to do this, that please, you should just, whatever is about to happen, I'm not ready. So that Thursday, I was still in prayers. And the Thursday at night, my cousin, my auntie, who works also at the Shishan hospital, she called me and told me that my mom that she has passed on. They tried their best, but they couldn't make it. My heart was so broken. My heart was so broken, you know. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because my mom, she has always been supportive. She's that person that will always clap for me. Whatever I did, she would clap for me. My mother used to celebrate me more than anybody. She used to be proud of the child that I turned out to be. I can see that I made my mother happy, but it did not last. I wish I was already financially independent so that I can take care of my mom and give her what she wanted. Even when I started my YouTube channel, every time I post a video, she's the first person to watch. She's the first person to comment. I remember there was one particular video that I posted of a Cameroonian wedding in Cape Town, and I mistakenly duplicated a particular voice note several times. So I posted it and she was the first person to watch. Immediately she came to me inbox and told me that I should remove that video and edit it again, that I've multiplied a particular voice note several times. My mom, even when as my YouTube channel was growing, she'll come and tell me, you have improved so much. When I see from your first video to what you are now, I can see that you have improved and it will be better as time goes on. My mother was always clapping for me. It would be so hard that I post a video and I will not see her comments. It's so hard that she did not even carry my child. Like, even though we always do video calls, but she never got to really carry Asheri. It's so hard. It's so hard. So now, my father also, he passed on when I was in the university. So now I'm an orphan. And I would like to tell you that if you have your parents, cherish them while you still have them. if you have the money to send them to just enjoy their lives, to spoil themselves, go to the spa, have a massage, do that if you have the money. If you don't, pray for them. If you ever wrong them, and there's one thing I'm grateful for, because before I was leaving Cameroon, you know, as a child, you always want to do things your own way. As I said, my mom and I will argue, and the next minute you are fine. So when I had the opportunity to come this side and continue my studies and do all other things, one of my aunties called me, and that's the best advice I ever received in my life. She said, you know, you are going far now and life is unpredictable. I would like you to go to your mom and tell her that despite all the arguments and everything, that you are sorry. You people can, you know, just talk, because you never know when to come back again and anything can happen. So I went to my mother and I asked her for forgiveness for wronging her. I did all what she told me to do, and up to today I'm so grateful, because that's the best advice. I cannot imagine myself going, like my mom dying, and I didn't get to tell her I'm sorry for ever hurting her as a child, for disobeying her, for making things that will make her angry, because I was her only child. It's not like she has someone to go to again, because my mom, there are certain things that she will tell me that she will not tell her sisters. And I'm just so grateful for that advice. That is the best thing anyone ever told me. Life is so hard without her, because I already know that on Saturdays she'll be sending me a text message, or she'll just sit randomly during the day. She'll text me, she'll ask me to send Liza's videos, she'll ask me for, you know, just to be in contact with me. Oh God, I feel so bad. At times I feel like asking God questions, but He is God. He knows everything, so He knows the reason why He allowed it to happen. So you take it from me. If you are a child and you have both your parents alive, you don't know what you have. I don't wish this kind of pain for anyone that I know, because the way I feel is so bad. I remember if I should stay for a week without posting a video, my mom will come inbox and she'll be like, why are you not posting? Why are you not filming? You have to post videos. You cannot just allow your channel like that. Just go ahead. She'll encourage me so much. She'll encourage me just so much. I don't know if some other person will ever clap for me like my mother used to. Like, she used to clap for me. She used to. This is so hard. I don't know when I'll post this video. Maybe it will take a while, but I'll be back. I'll be posting videos, but it's not going to be as often as it used to. My heart is so broken. Well, that's how life is. So thank you for watching this video up to this time. Thank you for checking up on me. Life is unpredictable. So thank you so much if you have watched up to this time, and please subscribe if you are new, like, leave a comment, and see you in my next video. Bye.